Robin and I both were studying with Jean Medler, the director of the North Carolina Youth Tap Ensemble, and we met in a class together. And as we were learning, I clearly remember Robin saying, "Hey, wait a minute, tap dance is a performance art." And we were then deciding, well, let's get together and just start choreographing. The company really started when we got an invitation to dance for a benefit, and we called everybody we knew who were tap dancers.
We started with about 5, and one of our very, very first concerts, we didn't have a very big repertoire, so we did it. We called it Footnotes and Friends, and we kind of networked within the community and did a performance at the Durham Arts Council. And I think maybe we had hip hop artists, and I think we had maybe some modern, and it really was like, Footnotes and Friends. We worked really hard to we really wanted to have a commissioned piece. So Mimi and I did everything from bake sales to selling entertainment guides that had the coupons in them. We raised penny by penny, dollar by dollar, enough money to hire Michelle Dorrance for our very first commissioned piece.
Sort of baseline experience was so enjoyable that we continued all of that. So we continued to bring in other companies, modern dance, African dance, to do concerts together, sometimes even to do pieces together. And as the company grew and we started having auditions and more people came in, we sort of veered off in 2 directions. One was to raise enough money to bring other choreographers in, like Josh Hilberman, Lane Alexander, Dorothy Wasserman. But at the same time, we also put effort into learning all the historic tap dances because we wanted to keep those alive. And also we would teach, and that was another way we would raise money. We would have workshops where we would we would learn the dances, and then we'd teach them to the community, such as we'd do the basics like the shim sham and the walk around, but then we learned doing the new low down, we learned Laura, and sometimes we would perform them, and then we'd also teach them. And then the workshops got great feedback, especially the historic ones. Sometimes we'd even get a dance studio to bring us in to teach those to their students.
One year I had the idea of the Carolina Inn, and we started that. That is a community tradition in Chapel Hill. I mean, Footnotes being at the Carolina Inn is like, having Christmas on Christmas Day. It's just, still people look forward to seeing Footnotes at the holiday time.
This sings a love song, we all love.
I think it's wonderful. I mean, just what came out of this kind of dream, Mimi and I just, talking after class and wanting to do something more than the amazing classes that we had with Jean every week, but to do something else and more. And that it's still, alive and kicking literally today, I think is just makes my heart sing.
It's been so nice to watch the company keep going. And I really appreciate everybody who stepped into the role of director and everyone who's helped keep it alive.
Hi, my name is Whitney Goodman. I've been a member of Footnotes Tap Ensemble since 2007 and was the artistic director from 2013 to 2017.
My name is Whitney Lanier, and I have been a member of Footnotes Tap Ensemble since 2009. Since I started in the company, we've had a variety of different performances. We've performed at street festivals. We have done different art shows, as well as performed on stage with a few live bands like Corn and the Kernels, as well as Peter Lamb and the Wolves. We've collaborated with them even when they're having their own concerts. They've invited us to come and bring our tap shoes and perform with them, which has been fun. Also, retirement homes has always been a fun yearly adventure, as well as one of our favorites, which we haven't been able to do in the last few years because of COVID, but we've been performing at local hospitals, especially UNC Children's Hospital, where we were able to not only perform a small show in the lobby, but we were able to take our tap boards floor to floor and perform in front of some of the rooms, which was always a fun treat. So hopefully we can do that again soon.
When we have gotten to work with guest artists in the company, it's always been a great experience to get exposed to somebody else's style, teaching style, and choreography. I really enjoyed when Footnotes got the opportunity to go to Austin, Texas, and work with Acia Gray, who is the artistic director of Tapestry. And she set an a cappella piece in 2 parts, so polyrhythmic, on the company. It was really a challenge for us to learn a lot of choreography in a short amount of time, but we had a good time doing that.
So my name is Blair Bresson. I'm the current artistic director of Footnotes, and I actually joined Footnotes in 2014. COVID hit us hard like it did any performing arts groups. We knew we couldn't rehearse together in the studio safely, so we got our portable floorboards that we use for shows. We started rehearsing with those, each on our own little board, 6 feet apart, in the studio parking lot. I taught the company Leon Collins' routine number 53, which I learned when I was younger from Diane Walker. I was thinking, what is something that we can work on, that we can learn to keep the company progressing, even though we can't commission choreography, we can't all be in the studio together moving around. But it was tough because a lot of the performing opportunities that we have, that we've been used to having year after year, are in places that have a really high-risk population, like UNC Hospital, or these retirement communities, and then things like street fairs, or these large-scale events with big crowds. These are all things that were not at all okay to be happening during a pandemic, so there were really no chances for us to perform. So we had to adapt, and we just took the chance to just learn and work on our repertoire. And then later in 2021, we were able to have a couple of safe performances. And we got to do Leon Collins' 53 that we had been working on, as well as a bunch of other dances in our repertoire.
I think you could really tell that the audiences we performed for were so excited to get to see live shows again, so that was really fun.